Also from the benefits of the surah, of this part of the surah, is if you look at Ihdina Siratal Mustaqim, Siratal Ladhina An'amta Alayhim. Those are not Arabic, they appreciate this. The word Sirat, path, is definite, ma'rifah in both places. It's ma'rifah in both places, it's definite. Meaning Allah is not saying any path, He's specifying the path. How? Who can tell me? In Ihdina Siratal Mustaqim, what's made it ma'rifah, what's made it definite? Ihdina as-sirat. And the next ayah, Siratal Ladhina An'amta Alayhim. This Medina book 1, you've taken the rule, but in this form it might be a bit difficult. Have a guess. Well, think of the meaning, you'll understand it in the meaning. The Arabic is not taken.
Path of.
Path of. And what happens when you say path of the book of Muhammad? The Mudaf ilayh. Mudaf, that's what it is. It's a bit more difficult because the mudaf ilayh is not one word, it's a bit of a sentence. We've not taken alladhina and so on. But that's what it is. The ruling is basically mudaf ilayh. So in both cases, Allah has made the path definite. The first with alif al with al, and the second with idafa. And this is to indicate that the path of truth is only one. The path of truth is only one. Whereas whenever Allah mentions the path of others, then sometimes Allah uses singular, sometimes Allah uses the plural, and so on. And one of the clearest ayat to explain this is Surah Al-An'am, ayah number 153. Surah Al-An'am, ayah number 153. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says in Surah Al-An'am, ayah 153, وَأَنَّ هَذَا صِرَاطِي مُسْتَقِيمًا فَاتَّبِعُوهُ وَلَا تَتَّبِعُوا السُّبُلَ فَتَفَرَّقَ بِكُمْ عَنْ سَبِيلِهِ. Allah says, وَأَنَّ هَذَا صِرَاطِي, and this is my path. That's mudaf ilayh. Remember we said if a dhamir is added at the end, makes it mudaf ilayh, right? The path of mine, literally. مُسْتَقِيمًا, straight. فَاتَّبِعُوا, so follow it. وَلَا تَتَّبِعُوا السُّبُلَ, and do not follow the paths. It's a plural. Allah said, my path, one. And don't follow the paths, plural. And this is also in a hadith of Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet ﷺ, he actually drew on the sand, he drew paths on the sides, and then he drew one in the middle. So he drew paths on the sides, and he drew something in the middle, and he said, this is my straight path, and these are the paths that go astray. And then he recited this ayah as well, showing that the path of the truth is only one. And the paths of falsehood are many. And the only way you can be saved is by clinging to the Quran and Sunnah. The Prophet said, I have left for you two things, you will never go astray as long as you cling on to both of them. Kitabullah wa Sunnati, the book of Allah and my Sunnah. That's how you stay on the straight path. With the understanding of the Salaf of this Ummah. Which even that part can be taken from Surah Fatiha as well, as we mentioned. Right? Other than that, what happens? So many different versions of Islam, so many different understandings, and you go out of that path. And that's what the Prophet ﷺ, he said, this ummah will split into 73 sects. All of them are in the hellfire apart from one. Man kana ala mithli ma ana alayhi al-yawma wa ashabi. The one who is saved. The saved sect are whom? Are those who follow what I am upon today, what my companions are upon. That's the straight path. And that's the one that's going to be saved from the hellfire. Another benefit from this ayah is similar to the bara'at al-istihlal that we mentioned before regarding Surah Fatiha. Ihdina Siratal Mustaqim is general, and Siratal Ladhina An'amta Alayhim, the ayah is more of an explanation of that. And that's a very good way of explaining things and understanding concepts. The next benefit is Allah, when it came to talking about His blessings and His virtue, it was attributed to Allah. Hamza, you okay?
Sorry, no, I didn't get much sleep last night, so for a second I just said,
No.
sorry. Can you repeat that?
Yes. So Allah says, Siratal Ladhina An'amta Alayhim. When it comes to the virtue and the blessing of Allah, Allah attributes it to Himself. So Allah says, so when we make the dua, oh Allah, guide us to the straight path, the path of those who you have bestowed your favor upon. So we attribute it to Allah. And this is because blessings are only attributed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. they are a pure virtue from Allah. They are blessings that are pure virtue from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But then when we come to al-maghdubi alayhim, not the part of those who have earned the anger or who have gained the anger. Notice Allah has removed the fa'il, the doer of the action, the doer of whose anger. Allah's not attributed to anyone. He's kept it open. Right? He's kept it open. We've not said those who have earned your anger. We've said those who have earned the anger. Why has Allah removed this attribution? For a number of reasons. Mentioned by Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah in Madarij al-Salikin. The first reason is that blessings is good and virtuous. Good and virtuous. Whereas anger is from the justice of Allah. It's from the justice of Allah. And as it comes in some ahadith, the mercy of Allah overpowers His anger. The mercy of Allah overpowers His anger. So Allah attributed to Himself the more complete of the two matters. The more complete of the two matters and the stronger one of the two matters. And the stronger of the two matters. Now obviously, we're going to come, I'll mention in the next fa'idah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gets angry. We established that. And if He does, that's from the pure justice, that's from completeness, that's from the justice of Allah. He has all right to. But what is, from more completeness is to have rahmah. So Allah, He chose to attribute to Himself that which is more complete and more powerful. And this is something which you can find in different places in the Quran as well, such as Surah Al-Jinn, ayah number 10. Another reason is when it came to the virtue, then the only one granting that virtue is Allah. When it came to the virtue, the only one granting that virtue is Allah. However, when it came to the anger, then it is not only Allah who is angry. It is not only Allah who is angry with these people, but rather the angels are also angry. The angels are also angry. And the prophets are also angry. And the prophets are also angry. And the messengers are also angry. And the messengers are also angry. And the awliya of Allah are also angry. And the awliya of Allah are also angry. And the third reason is that it shows more of a belittlement and insult for these people. It's more of a belittlement and insult for these people. Right? And how, for example, if a king was to give you a prize, and then later on people want to talk about you and they say, he is the one that the king gave a prize to, or a gift to. That's a big station, right? But if somebody just said, you were walking and said, oh, this person was given a gift. This person was given a gift. It's not the same as it. As the king gave him a gift, oh, this person was given a gift. It's not the same. So the fact that it was removed, it's more of a, Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah mentions, it's more of an insult and humiliation and belittlement for these people. They're not even worthy of mentioning the one who is angry with them. No. The next fa'idah is in the word غَيْرِ الْمَغْضُوبِ عَلَيْهِمْ. In here is now this is where we have Tawheed al-Asma al-Sifat, is that we establish anger for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We establish the characteristic of anger for Allah. And it's a sifa haqiqiyya, meaning Allah gets angry. It's not a metaphor for anything. And like we took before, we don't go into the details of how. How does Allah get angry? Like we don't ask that question. So Allah gets angry in a manner which is befitting His Majesty.